Hello, everyone. Welcome to Merle's Pearls of Business Wisdom, where I, Merle M. the relationship miracle worker, talk about all things relationship and how they impact the workplace. I mean, you think it's just at home. No. Relationships all over, certainly in the workplace. And today's topic is nothing is more addictive than the past. Do you notice? Do you notice how do you notice how your friends say, oh, if it only could be like it used to be. Oh, I wish I were 25 again. Oh, the good old days. Oh, it's before all the traffic. It's before all the this. It's before all the that. Oh, the good old days. Well, that's like saying, oh, I wish I were a baby again. Oh, I wish I were a toddler again. Hey, let's face it, that's kind of not the way it's supposed to be. If it was always the same, if you could go back and you could just stay in one moment, in one place, all the time, first of all, you wouldn't move. And second of all, it would be boring. And third of all, there would be no progress. And fourth of all, the person that you're bound to meet that will make a difference in your career, or that will make a difference in your love life, or that new child, that all those things that are waiting for you in your future wouldn't come. And that would be a shame. That would be an awful shame. So, a lot of what is an active mentality in politics, in overall society, maybe even in religion, certainly in different cultural organizations, we tend to say, oh, it was great the way it used to be. Of course, the way it used to be, there was no crime. Unless you were being abusive to other people. And things were great for you because wherever you were, nobody was bothering you except for the part you forgot about. Except the abuses you forgot about. Except for the abuses you did that you forgot about. The past, okay, this is what, the past is good to have. Because it gets you here. Duh. It's like the steps of a ladder. How are you going to say, no, I don't want that step, I want this step? No. Every step gets you closer to where you want to go. And it's the same. It's absolutely the same within our life. I just wish that people could take a sense of what the past really is. The past is like a primer, a textbook that says, oh, okay, yeah, that worked. Nope, that didn't work. But that worked. But that didn't work. And just learn from that. And say, okay, so we're going to do less of what didn't work and more of what did work. But that never takes the place of moving forward. And people sometimes are afraid to move forward because it's scary. Oh, because you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I can predict the past because it happened. And if I don't remember it, somebody else does. But you can't predict the future. And that's scary because something bad could happen. And bad things will happen. I mean, they did in the past. They're happening now. So bad things will happen in the future. But good things will happen. And maybe you're going to be the lucky one that has a lot of the good stuff that happens. But the future has all the possibilities. We can correct all the things we did wrong, and we can start making new mistakes, but learning new things too. So you have to embrace the future. You have to embrace the present because this is where you are. So if you don't like the politics, then engage in it. Then become a representative. For goodness sake, vote, 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 vote. And that's the present. And if you do this in your present, you will create a future closer to what you want because you're engaging and trying to get at it now. Now here's the thing. Whatever, whomever, nobody gets everything they want. And you're not going to be any different. You're not going to get everything you want. But if you appreciate what you have and you are in the moment and vote and do those things that make things happen in the way that you're hoping they will happen, good things are in store. Even with AI, even with computers, even with social media run amok, all those things that are going on now that worry us. And frankly, we need to worry about it. And so what do we need to do? We need to use them respectfully and not be the one that abuses it and says nasty things about people just because you're mad at them. But if you're respectful and work at what's good, not just for you, but for you as a part of the whole, for us as a part of the whole. So it's not just what we have for ourselves that's important, but everybody, what happens to you and all the other people around us, that's a part of my world. So I want all of you to do things that are good and that make the world better and that make you happy. And if we all just concentrated on that. But back to the topic of the past. You look at it. You can say, it was nice when I was a kid. But I don't want to be a kid again. I don't want to go back there. But I'll take some of those good thoughts, some of the things I learned from there, and bring it forward. A lot of dissension that is going on today is because some people think that it's better to go back to the way it was because that's what they know about and because that's what they're used to. So, okay, I'm going to go back there because I know that that's the past. Yeah, it worked. It worked for me. Oh, it didn't work for you. I don't care. It worked for me. But better to learn what worked for you and take those pieces of it that you can and move them forward, because we're moving forward, because the world continues, because you don't grow younger every day, you grow older every day. And as a person who is in the process of that, very much so, I can assure you that no matter what you do, no matter what I do, every day I'm a day older. And every day, in some eeny beeny little way, I can tell. So so what does getting older mean? Let it mean getting wiser, because I don't want to concentrate on what it does to your body. But I exercise, I do those things that can make my future something nice. And know that I can't tell what's in the future for me any more than I can for you. But let that be exciting. Let that be an adventure. If the United States was founded with pioneers that went to places that they thought no one had ever been to before, maybe not so true, because there were Native Americans there, but still it was new for them. It was a whole new thing for them. And regardless of what mistakes they made, they were able to create something new for themselves and for the people, most of the people around them. And that's called living. That's called every day is a new day. Every day is different. You have to be a pioneer, because you can't stay here, and you can't stay there. You can't stay in the past. So if you just accept that and mellow out and cool, okay, the past has done some not so great things and some really great things, and I'm in for some new adventures. And I'll use what I learned from the past, but I won't wallow in the past. I'd sure love comments on it, because I know each of you can give an example of how it's either you have or you know someone that has used the past and created as an addiction. And they're going to go back to the past, the way it used to be. It used to be this, it used to be that. Instead of taking what's good, being of the moment, and pioneering to something new and fabulous. It's called the future. Now, is that a business principle? Yes, it's a business principle. It's a life principle. And will it enhance your ability? Yes, it will enhance your ability in business, because well, just look at COVID. What has COVID done? I mean, COVID has ripped some businesses apart. Some just, that's it, they've closed, and some will transform themselves unrecognizably in order to perform and be productive and make money in the future. So the concept of understanding that the past has things to teach, but you can't turn around. You still have to face forward and face things that you just have never experienced before, that the world, COVID, The world has, it's new, and a new amazing thing that we have to deal with. In addition to AI, in addition to computers, in addition to uh, little robots that deliver, that walk by themselves along the street to deliver packages, to airplanes, talking about people being able to drive their car as an airplane. It's new. It's new. You can't go back. So just enjoy and enjoy what's there ahead of you. Always learn from the past, but grow with the future. That's it. That is my passionate plea for all of you. And take it to work, take it home, take it to heart. So I thank you. I am closing now. And so I thank you for listening to Merle's Pearls of Business Wisdom with me, your host, Merle M. Singer, the Relationship Miracle Worker. You can work miracles if you look forward. You can find this episode and all past episodes at relationshipmiracleworker.com/podcast. I think it's one podcast/podcast. As well, you can go on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, any of your favorite podcast platforms. And do that and let me know and give me comments, and mostly have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week. A guest speaker next week, Manisha Dewan. Bye.